So today I'm giving you a little behind the scenes of my YouTube channel. I've been uploading one video a week, every week, to YouTube now for 2 years. Today I'm going to show you what has happened to my channel in that time. I'm going to talk about what I did before that because my channel is actually like 16 years old or something ridiculous. I'm going to talk about when I got monetized, how my money has rolled in over that time and what's happened to my income from YouTube, how my subscribers have grown during that time, my strategy for YouTube and why I'm on YouTube, like what am I trying to do with my channel. And basically, I just want to give you that behind the scenes information in the hope that you'll find it interesting and it might help you on your own YouTube journey. So my name is Jess Van Den. I have been self-employed with online businesses since 2010. So I started my handmade jewelry business, Ethereal, which is where we hand make ethical, recycled, eco-sterling silver minimalist jewelry. And I started that as a hobby in 2008 and I went full time with that in 2010. I also started my teaching business for makers, Create and Thrive, in 2013, where I help artists, makers, crafters take their handmade hobby and turn it into a thriving and profitable business. So I've been in the content marketing game for a very long time, in the online business game for a very long time. However, YouTube is something I didn't start taking seriously until the beginning of 2021, which is when I made the decision to really get into YouTube and make it a serious part of my content marketing strategy, and also just a standalone potential income stream that I didn't have previously. Okay, so at the beginning of 2021, as I said, I had been uploading the previous year. So 2020, I'd started taking YouTube a little bit more seriously. Like I uploaded maybe a video or two every month. And I was starting to see, maybe this is something I should try doing more of, because I've been doing a podcast, the Create and Thrive podcast, since like 2014. And that was my main content marketing channel for my Create and Thrive business at that time. But I saw the way the winds were blowing and I thought, okay, more and more people are going to YouTube to learn things. Yes, podcasts are still great. I still run my podcast. I still get a lot of people through there, but I wanted to diversify and really get into marketing my business on YouTube and also teaching on YouTube. I'm very comfortable on video. I was a teacher before I did all of this. So I had a kind of leg up in that sense, I guess, is that I was happy to be on video, even being a bit older than a lot of people than you do see on YouTube these days. Bonus points in the comments if you can figure out how old I am. I'm curious to know how old you think I am. I won't be offended. So basically, I thought, okay, I'm going to take this seriously. So what I did, I had a whole bunch of videos. And I'll be honest, most of them were terrible. I had started uploading videos in something like 2008 or 2007, where I kind of got into crafting and I did a couple of just how to do this craft or how to do that craft type of videos. But the video and audio on those videos was atrocious. And as I decided I wanted to grow my channel, I wanted to get rid of that old content, even though it really put a dent in my views. So I'll show you that now. So if you have a look at this graph here where it has total video views, you can see things are kind of trucking along here. I'm getting actually a lot of views, but most of those are low quality views on my old videos that weren't doing anything for my channel. They weren't converting into subscribers. They weren't doing anything to market my businesses. So this is where I retired all of those videos, and you can see the massive drop in my video views that happened then, from 400,000 video views to 100,000 video views. And obviously that's not surprising. As I said, it was just really a couple of my very oldest videos that were getting all of these views, and I had to bite the bullet and make that decision. And you can see it's taken a long time to get back up to that level again here. I'm not sure what happened here, why there was such a massive drop there. I would have to look into that. But anyway, getting up to that old level again took some time, and it wasn't really a difficult decision to make because I wanted my channel to go in a new direction. And you'll see this a lot with people who've had a channel on the platform for a long time who decide to take the channel seriously. You know, you have to sort of sacrifice those old videos and get rid of them because they're not going to do your channel any good really in the long run, because the sort of viewers they're attracting are not the right viewers moving forward. Okay, so why am I on YouTube? I'm on YouTube for a couple of reasons. I'm on YouTube to grow my audience. Obviously, it's content marketing. It's a way to bring new people to me who might become my students and also my jewelry customers. I do some videos that are related to that as well. It's also another revenue stream. And of course, this is why a lot of you watching are probably here because you're like, I want to make money from YouTube. And yes, you can make good money from YouTube. You can make good money from ad revenue, but the people who make the most from YouTube or do the best off YouTube generally also have a business behind the scenes. Maybe they're doing affiliate marketing. Maybe they're selling their own products, whatever it might be. It's an awesome idea to not just rely exclusively on YouTube ad revenue to be your sole source of income. Obviously, for huge channels that can work and it can be the only thing, but it's great to have, as I say, for any business, it's great to have multiple income streams. Speaking of income, I got monetized, let me just have a look here, on the 10th of May 2020. So as I said, that's when I was kind of starting to dip my toe in the water. At that point in time, let me have a look at my subscribers here. Subscribers January 2020. I had 1,200 subscribers. So by the time I got monetized here in May, I had a total of 1,590 subscribers. So my monetization was obviously based on my watch time rather than my subscribers, because you can get monetized at 1,000 subscribers as long as you have enough watch time. So that is the point where I started to make income from YouTube. And that was a great thing. Like, I was excited. I was like, hey, I can start making some money from this, which is fantastic. So let's have a look at how much I made in my first year being monetized on YouTube. You can see here my estimated revenue was $1,467.51, and my RPM was 21.22, and my CPM was 55.69. These numbers are the important ones, and these are high numbers, okay? A lot of channels will never reach this sort of RPM and CPM level because of the sort of content they do. You know, if you're doing content that has very little advertising competition, or in a niche where there isn't a lot of advertisers, then you are never going to see numbers this big. And that's one of the benefits of being in the niche I am, is that a lot of website builders, techie sort of companies advertise on my videos, and that's why I have such a high CPM and therefore RPM. So most people will not see this sort of numbers, generally speaking, in their first year of monetization, and you might find it's a lot lower. And the reason you can kind of test this is if we go over to Social Blade, I will just go to my summary. So Social Blade, if you're not aware of it, is a great website for basically looking at how your channel has been going. It has a lot of stats that you can't see on YouTube. And also you can spy on your competition and see what they're doing and how their channel is going as well, if you want to do that. So if you have a look here at this bit here, see the estimated monthly earnings and estimated yearly earnings. Those numbers are completely wrong for my channel. They are way, way lower than the actual reality of my channel, and we'll get to that shortly, and I'll show you how much I'm making now. Okay, so now let's look at the period where I have been taking YouTube seriously. As I said, I started at, what was it? So in May 2020 is when I kind of started uploading a video here and there. And then I grew by a couple of thousand subscribers and got up to 3,270 subscribers. And that's kind of when I went, okay, let's do this. Let's full on do this properly. And you can see since then, my subscriber numbers have been on a very steady upward trajectory. I'm currently sitting right now at 9,262,000 subscribers. Now, I would really like to see this improve. I would really like to see this graph start to have an upward tip. Because if I keep growing it the way that I'm growing now, it's going to be a very slow, steady race to actually get where I'm going. And if you have a look at the Social Blade information, it's really interesting here, actually. Future projections, we can have a look at what Social Blade thinks we are going to achieve. So it gives you this goal date and time until a subs. So predictions here. So it's predicting it's going to take me at the current rate. Let's see, where's 100,000? Here, 2 years and 10 months to get to 100,000. Look, if this is true, and a couple of days ago I looked at this and these numbers were very different, and the reason is because I've gotten an uptick in subscribers over the last week or so because of a video I published that's doing really well. So these numbers will change. You know, they're not always the same. They're very changeable. So this is now saying, okay, if your subscriber numbers keep going on the trajectory they're on at the moment, this is what's going to happen to your channel. So this is very heartening, but basically, yeah, a few days ago, these numbers were much lower because I didn't have that uptick in subscribers. So take it with a grain of salt, you know, look at what the projections are, but it's kind of heartening as well, because you're like, okay, look, woo, look at this curve. If that happens, I'm going to be like up to 200,000 subscribers by 2027, which seems like so far away. But as I said at the beginning, I always think, what if I'd started? What if I'd taken it seriously from way back in 2008 when I started uploading videos for the first time? Imagine if I'd uploaded a video a week since then, where my channel could be today. And I got nothing but time. I might as well just keep doing it. Keep uploading a video a week. See what happens. And I'm in it for the long haul. I'm in it to see what happens to my channel, what happens to my businesses. And this is just, for me, YouTube is just a small part of my entire business strategy. It's not my sole goal. Like some people watching this, it might be you want to be a YouTuber. Like that is not why I'm here. I'm a YouTuber because it helps me to grow my businesses. And I enjoy it. Like I find it fun. It's an enjoyable content marketing strategy for me. I love teaching. I love helping people. So it's kind of a no-brainer for me to be here on YouTube. And I also find it really a fun challenge to kind of work out how to improve. Like, how do I get more views? How do I improve my thumbnails? How do I improve my titles? And I, you know, am learning constantly how to do all those things. And to be honest, this year, 2023, I'm being way more strategic. Like the first 2021 and 2022, my only goal was to upload every week. Like that was the thing I had to do. I had to make the habit of uploading to YouTube every single week. Now that habit is there. That is a no-brainer. That's just what I do now. So now it's time to get really more strategic. And I kind of wish I'd done that earlier. I wish I'd learned a lot more and gotten a lot more strategic earlier, but we're all busy. I'm running my 2 businesses. I'm doing all the other things that I need to do to run my businesses. So I did the best I could at that time, but I'm curious to see, you know, how this will change over time. So just to go back to my stats here, you can see, so this is the period, the 2-year period. I've gotten 368,000 views, 37.3K watch time, 5.9K subscribers, and my estimated revenue for that 2-year period was $9,202. So let's look at the revenue. I'm happy to break it down now. So let's have a look at my my first year of taking things seriously. Okay, so here's my revenue from YouTube from 2021 in total. You can see again I had high RPM and CPM. So in case you're not aware, CPM, how much advertisers pay every 1,000 times ads are shown in your videos. RPM, how much I earn from every 1,000 views. Okay, so my estimated revenue was $3,386.49 in 2021, simply from my YouTube videos. Now, ignore this here, the monthly estimated revenue, because that's for the last 6 months, and we'll get to that in a minute. But over here, you can see my top earning content for this period of time, the 6th of January to the 31st of December 2021. You can see that the majority of my money was made from a couple of videos that went sort of a little bit viral. This Etsy video, this 10 things I wish I'd known before starting a handmade business, how to make an Etsy banner in 10 minutes. So that's really interesting to analyze that if you do have a channel, because you want to make more of that sort of content that did really well. Okay, so revenue sources, mostly from YouTube ads rather than premium. All right, so let's look at 2022. So in 2022, you can see my revenue was $5,714.05. So this is a couple of $1,000 more than the previous year. My RPM and CPM were a touch higher, I think, but I got more views. So my overview for that time, okay, so here's my watch time, and you can see there were a couple of spikes where one of my videos went like super viral, but it was like bots. So it kind of went back down again really, really fast. And I like gained a heap of subscribers and then lost a heap of subscribers in that period because most of them weren't real subscribers, which was a bit disheartening, but whatever, it happens. And you can see another few peaks here when things started to pick up as well. And looking at my subscriber numbers, you know, things are reasonably steady with a couple of those peaks and troughs happening over time. But again, it's lower here than it is on average here later in the year. So fingers crossed again that that number keeps increasing. So at this point, I have approximately 200 videos that are live on my channel. Considering that, I think things are going pretty well at this point. As I said, you know, if you're just starting from scratch, start opening your channel, uploading your first video, there's no way of knowing how your channel is going to go. There's some channels with 5 videos that have 1 million subscribers. There are some channels with 500 videos that have 10,000 subscribers. So there is no way of knowing exactly what's going to happen. But I hope that by me showing my experience, it's just a little bit more data for you and something that's interesting that will give you a bit of motivation to see what is actually possible. Honestly, at the end of the day, like anything, the secret to succeeding is really consistency, showing up, being consistent, learning, growing, developing, and having faith and confidence in yourself that you can do it. Now, speaking of this, I have a whole video on this topic, the super boring secret of success. You might enjoy watching that one next. Thank you so much for being here. If you found this useful, please do give me a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. Of course, most of what I talk about here is handmade business and Etsy, but I will also be doing more of these like behind the scenes of YouTube and my business in general type of videos. So let me know if you found it interesting. I'll catch you again soon. Bye for now.